Hello everyone, I'm Mithra. Welcome back. It's been a while. So I just want to make this video because it's been a long time since I've made a video. The last video I made was Aeon's Trespass, so we're going to talk about that. And then I made the Showdown board update video, which was quite the Kingdom Death update for sure. And then, in that time period, I have recorded the Tyrant fight. Now, I never released that video because I need to record the settlement thing. Because as I was saying in the last actual Season 4 video, Manhunter will happen right after the Tyrant fight. So there's like no space between there. So I don't want to release a settlement video. I'm just going to do Tyrant right into Manhunter video. So I did the Tyrant. I recorded all of that. Then the holidays came and I had to clean up my table and everything. So I never got a chance to record the settlement phase of that to add at the end and do all the stuff and clean up from Tyrant and all that stuff. So we could go right into Manhunter. However, what have I been doing all this time? Basically, I was bested by my own hubris. Basically, kind of. There has been a lot of stuff that's happened in board gaming and just gaming in general, of all things that I have done on this channel and stuff. A lot of stuff has happened since my last one. So, right now, as I'm sitting down right here at the table, everything is all set back up for me to record the settlement phase. That's what I'm doing. This video will go out prior to that. But basically, I'm back to doing Kingdom Death. I'm also going to do more Aeon's Trespass. I know everybody always said that, but I had to clean up Aeon's Trespass because I was playing that on top of my game, or on top of my table. So my table's a tier table. I've shown it before, so that, you know, it's got like this space between there. That's where I usually always have Kingdom Death, and then anything else I play on top. So it's Kingdom Death, thing on top, then Aeon's Trespass. I had to take Aeon's Trespass all down. Look, Aeon's Trespass is probably the worst insert I've ever seen in any board game. Not only is that, it's not even like, you don't even get dividers or card sorters or anything like that, but... So I finally sleeved all that and got it all organized. That was horrendous. Aeon's Trespass is horrendously sorted for a campaign game. But I figured out ways to do it, so that would be all easy for me to just set up and set down and tear down a lot easy, and to do it coinciding with Kingdom Death. Now, the reason why I had to clean up all Kingdom Death was during the holidays, like my fiance and I, we do go places for holidays, run the holidays, and we also do puzzles. It's our thing to do. When we have time off, we'll set up a huge puzzle. We'll do the whole puzzle. So I've got that here. Super annoying. So we did the puzzle for this year. It's like a Siri puzzle. We have the Geralt one too. But as you can see right here, literally, like, the middle piece is missing from one of these puzzles, which was super annoying. I fixed it. I just take it back. I moved it back down so you can see the middle piece. But what I've done is you just get a marker. I slide a piece of paper behind it so it matches the color of what's missing, so you can't really tell unless you're up close. But that was super annoying. So that's why I had cleaned up Kingdom Death, so we can draw the two puzzles down, do the two puzzles. How I was a victim of my own hubris was I assumed, okay, since we're spending time doing the puzzles and stuff, I'll do other Kingdom Death stuff. I know for a fact there's going to be holiday releases, which there were, so I'll be able to do that in 1 week, and then I'm going to finish up the Nemesis for CCG, which I did. It's done now. Well, it's out of my hands. It's being, proofread and all that stuff. So that's also done. So that is what I did for the last week of December, first week of January, was I made sure to finish CCG, get it handed off into the hand of the proofreaders and everything, and then get it ready for Tabletop Simulator, and then I'll make a video on it. And then by that time, second, third week of January, I'll be able to do the video on the Kingdom Death holiday stuff. Lo and behold, the Kingdom Death holiday stuff never came. Novice came for some people. It's not really worth talking about that beta content from Novus. I will talk about it, but it's just very light, really. It's an interesting thing. I'll talk about it. So that came out, but the The really interesting one, the Elgric, however you say it, Reverse Kringle, the Atlas Elf, that is the super interesting one. That one has just apparently been delayed. It had trouble in manufacturing and trouble in production and shipping, so it's never gotten out, and I don't know when it's going to be out. But speaking to how that information got released, because nothing gets released on the main website for some reason, or nothing gets released on Kickstarter, or they don't do any update. I don't know why they don't update people when things take forever, but that was mentioned on the Discord via Taste. I know I've talked about Tastemaker in these videos before. There's 2 members. Well, there's more members in Kingdom Death that are in the Lantern's Reign Discord now. But there's also Clark's also in there, and there was some stuff going back and forth. So that's how that stuff got said. That's why that's taking so long in shipping. Speaking of that, important thing: if you have Dung Beetle, if you have the Dung Beetle Knight, but you don't have a base for your resin ball, or if you have Spidicules and you don't have a base included, a little 2x2 base, make sure you reach out to Kingdom Death support. Those things should definitely be in there. Support has confirmed that those things should be in there, despite earlier claims of them not being in there. So if you just reach out, if you got that from the 1.6 Dung Beetle, pretty sure everyone, as I've been seeing, has been saying they've been getting the base for their resin ball. But if you don't, make sure you reach out to support. 1.6 Spidicules, or if you Kickstarter Spidicules didn't get the base, again, reach out to support. You should have those 2 bases. Those are things, they'll make you whole. Support's awesome. So that's just a little update that I've learned throughout this time since I haven't made videos. Back to CCG, the Scourge Lord thing, as I planned, was to have it all done. I was actually going to collab with Five of Clubs. Five of Clubs is a YouTuber. He does a lot of tabletop simulator stuff. He's done a lot of the CCG stuff. I need to get him all the files, but again, the files are being proofread over and looked over, and looked for like grammatical mistakes or rewording, stuff like that. Either way, the mechanics are all done. I'm finally done with that. I posted a thing for Scourge Lord in. I'll put a link to I did like a Hearld style thing. I'll put a link to that in the description of this video, so you'll be able to look at that if you want to. Either way, those are 2 things that fell through. They're not falling through, they're just taking a lot longer than I thought. So, as I thought they'd be done earlier, I thought I would have had videos to release in these last 2 times, but haven't. Another thing is, I've done D&D content, right? I did D&D for my D&D 1 video, right? 1 D&D has become its whole other issue all of itself, which also happened during the break. As I've said, I do a lot of Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, right? And I like a forever DM. I don't. For D&D, I usually DM stuff with the group I play with. I'm not really a forever DM, because we also play other systems, right? There's like Werewolf, or there's like, now we play Pathfinder 2.0, which, again, so let me talk about that. The D&D thing, I don't condone the rewriting of the OGL, right? That's a terrible move. I don't know what Hasbro's thinking doing that. I've noticed they've started pulling back on all that stuff. That's a very weird flux thing. It's also another reason why I haven't done any D&D videos, because the 1 D&D video I did, there's a lot of hate around 1 D&D that I've noticed. So that video got a lot of just comments that I just don't want to really engage in, because D&D is just a game. I don't really care about like the business side of stuff, right? Like, I do marketing and that stuff. It's just marketing. Like, they need to make money, so they're going to make a new D&D, but they also realize they don't want to make a whole new edition, because 4th edition didn't go over well when they did from 3.5 to going to 4th. 5th edition did well, because it kind of went back, so they don't want to. A lot of people are buying 5th edition. It's really popular. They don't want to just say it's a new edition. I get all that. It's all just marketing mumbo-jumbo, right? I get all that. The company can do whatever they want. I don't really understand all that hate. Either way, the 1 D&D, the rules were kind of weird. More so as I mentioned, I made a video on it. So anyway, that kind of made me reluctant to make more D&D videos. Which, now that they've done the OGL stuff, I'll just use vague language and just make role-playing videos. Anyway, my players in my group also really didn't like the OGL thing, so they were like, we're not going to play 5th edition anymore. And it's like, oh, okay. We can play Pathfinder Second Edition. That's fine, cool. So then I spent the campaign I've been running. They wanted to wrap it up because we're not going to play Fifth Edition anymore. So I also did that in the last 3 weeks. Was pushed my D&D 5th edition campaign to its conclusion. That took time to do. We had to play 3 games to rush it to the finale and all that stuff. So that was a whole bunch of stuff. So all of that is all reasons why I never got back to... Oh, other reasons were more Kickstarter games came in for me, but I don't really trend too far away from Kingdom Death videos. I can start doing... I really do want to do... So say had I not relied only on Kingdom Death. Kingdom Death is a huge game. And for me to have it set up constantly in my house all the time... Remember, there's a light here, there's a microphone right here, there's lights here, there's a camera there, there's a secondary camera there. Box for KDM is all over there. I really can't do anything else. So if I want to, I have to clean up all the stuff. Put all the cameras away, put all the lights away, put all the webcams away, put the microphones away, put the box away, close up all the whole table. All that stuff, I have to do that. So when other games come in that other people want to play, or if I play D&D with people, my relying solely on Kingdom Death to make videos is going to make gaps in just because I can't play it constantly. I would love to. I'm not saying that I'm not going to. I would really love to. Now that, the D&D things calmed down, we got our puzzles all done and everything. 2 puzzles. We've got Frosthaven also came in for me. I've got Anne's Trespass, which again took away from me because I had set that all up. Marvel Zombies came in. So there's other games I wanted to do, plus games I had gotten for Christmas that I play with my fiance and stuff. So if I did coverage on these other things, then I would have more videos. But I also know that, everyone's here for Kingdom Death and stuff. So I'm glad everyone's open for Anne's Trespass. That will really help. That will allow me to record maybe 2 or 3 sessions of a game without the amount of editing that goes into a Kingdom Death. Not that I won't do that for Anne's Trespass, but Anne's Trespass is a little bit easier because they have the pilots, and the whole first time through you play Anne's Trespass, I can use the pilots that are already there. I can use all their images. I can use all that stuff for the first time. Use all the image. Don't have to scour. Don't have to use AI art gen because I played the game to death like Kingdom Death to do all these other cool graphics. The life totals and the Triskelion is so much easier to show. I could just show it rather than do a whole graphic like with Kingdom Death and all the different things. So that's great. But there's other games I could have done. But like I said, I'm reluctant to do it because it's I don't want to just do other videos that no one's going to enjoy and then make people think that I'm not going to be playing Kingdom Death, which is a fear that I guess you just have to worry about when you do, when you make videos. But there you go. That's where I've been the whole time. I'm now right in front of this. I'm just going to take the top off of here and we're going to get right back to recording the setup. Oh, like I said, because I had to record, I already edited the Tyrant stuff, so I know if I made mistakes and I'll just go into them. But we are back on track for Kingdom Death. Look forward to lore video coming, which I've already written the script for. Look forward to the Elgernix stuff when that eventually does come out. I'll be all ready for that. And there'll be a Scourge Lord video and a 5 of Clubs collab. So all those things were just in the works. I just thought they would happen, and I took for granted the fact that, when something's out of my control, right, like the delivery of that beta stuff, I can't rely on Kingdom Death to always do that, apparently. How long it would actually take and how many mistakes and grammar need to be made in the CCG and stuff. Like, okay, I have to fix some things, right? Again, victim of my own hubris. Not knowing, for lore videos and stuff, not knowing how much stuff I would feel is too speculative and then want to go back and revisit for the script and stuff like that. That, again, also a victim of my own hubris. And then just how long it takes to actually re-import all the stuff to the Tabletop Simulator after all the graphics have been changed for every single card, putting them all back in and then actually doing them collab. All that stuff takes so much time. But I'm looking forward to it. Kingdom Death is back. We're going to finish before Gambler's Chest comes, so there's going to be a ton of videos that I'm going to be doing for Kingdom Death. I'm going to make it all up for all this time that I've wasted thinking I could do things other than just record Kingdom Death. But thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the continuation of Season 4.